Alright, here we go. District 14 Hare Scrambles. Plymouth Blackhawks, Round 6. July 23rd, 2017. Hopefully, third time's the charm, because this program has collapsed on me 3 times in the middle of recording. So, first off, this track was awesome. Loved it. Nice, open, flowing. I rode super fast compared to what I normally do. The bike felt great. Suspension actually felt like it was dialed in today. I've struggled with it the last couple rounds. Just not really feeling comfortable on it. Today, it felt dialed. And it might just be the terrain. I'm not sure. We didn't have any motocross sections, so everything was just kind of woods and trail riding. Seemed to suit this setup really well. Right there, 420K. That's Jimmy Carroll. That's Jeff Carroll's brother. And Pony Down 418. He forgot his riding pants and he manned up and rode in some basketball shorts and some shin guards. So, good job, buddy. Got a little tight here. Coming up right here. Oh, where is it? Right here. Just a little bit too much gas. Front tire got off the ground, couldn't steer, went straight into those little saplings there. Not sure if this guy behind me on the Aprilia accidentally hit me or not. It looked like he was definitely on the same line as me, unfortunately for him. Sorry about that if you did follow me, buddy. Was not intentional. Yeah, made a couple mistakes early on here. Just working the jitters out. I was pretty nervous, pretty excited. It's been what, I think 5 weeks since the last race. So I was really itching to get out there, ready to have a good time. This guy followed him straight into this mud hole. Not cool. But, oh well. It happens. Didn't plan on getting muddy this early. But, again, what are you going to do? The only complaint that I had about the bike today, the Recluse clutch was not working with me today. I made an adjustment to the left-hand rear brake setup, and I don't know. Seemed like the Recluse would not disengage all the way. So when I would lock that rear tire up, it would stall the engine out. I fought with it the whole day. I ended up having to just take it easy on the brake and not lock the tire up real hard, just to keep it running. So that slowed me down a little bit, but all in all, everything felt pretty good today. I was pretty happy. Well, I'm thinking about it. Last video, or any video for that matter that you would have seen from me before, would have been shot on a GoPro Hero 2. Let me know what you think of the video and the quality on this video. This is my new VHO Movie K2. I am really happy, I think, with the video quality. Sound quality could be better, but it is also in a waterproof case to, I think, 300 meters. So there's only a teeny tiny hole for the microphone to get sound to without an external microphone. So yeah, the sound could be better, but I don't have too many complaints there. I thought the video looked pretty good. This is shot 720p at 60 frames a second. Battery life on this camera is supposed to be almost 4 hours, depending on shooting mode. I've tested it out, and I've ranged anywhere between 2 hours and 40 minutes to about 3 hours and 40 minutes. So close to 4 hours, but I have not achieved that 4-hour window that they say that it can do. Still, plenty for a 2-hour race like I do. This course, like most of them that we've run this year, was pretty sandy in spots. I'm not. There's the recluse again. That just irritates me. Anywho, I'm not real comfortable in the sand yet. I definitely prefer just black dirt or even clay. That's typically what I ride in. So the sand is definitely something I've got to get used to. Portland, I know, is going to be coming up here in a couple months, and I'm trying to get some sand riding in to get used to it because Portland is really sandy. I think it felt pretty good today. I'm getting more comfortable with keeping my speed up, which obviously in the sand helps. And at the end of the day, just practice makes perfect. So, yeah, just trying to get over that a little bit. I felt like my flow was pretty good today, and I'm trying to get more comfortable with just letting the bike kind of float around too. Typically, when it starts to get even a little bit out of shape, I let right out and try and keep it nice and tight. And I'm starting to be more comfortable with letting it kind of slide around a little bit. I know it's much faster. It's just just getting used to that feeling when you're not used to it. Racing street bikes, you might drift a little bit, but it doesn't drift or doesn't flop around the way that a dirt bike does, and I'm not used to that. So, all in all, think this race was pretty good. That's pretty exciting. That guy thought I was a fast guy, so he got out of my way. Normally, I'm pulling over for everybody else, so it was kind of nice for somebody to pull over for me. He probably shouldn't have, because that could have been a position spot. I'm not sure if he was K class or not, but I appreciate it. That guy, I'm not sure where he was coming from. It almost looked like he might have been tangled up in some of that caution tape or something. I'm not sure. Um, but I'm fairly confident that he's a K class rider also. And again, he just got out of my way, which was really nice, but unnecessary for position. Um, but he'll get back around me here in a little bit. I get caught up, and we swapped positions a few times until ultimately I get around him and pull away until I have my race ending crash. So even though we're in the woods here, I mean, this track really flowed nice. I mean, it had a really good rhythm to it, and yeah, I was super excited about this track. The only thing that I would change if I had an option is if you watch the video really close, there's several tree stumps all over the place that most of them aren't really tall enough to do any damage. They might make you crash, but they're not gonna necessarily tear anything up. There's a couple of them though that are taller, and that's what I hit. I hit a Widowmaker on the second lap and tore my bike up bad. There's Jeff Carroll. He's pony down 418. I think he just overshot that corner and got hung up on that berm a little bit. He was up walking around all right, so I knew it was good to just keep going. Otherwise, I would have stopped for him if he was down. But yeah, he was okay. We'll just keep going here. Nice little rhythm section here. I started out a little bit slower, and then it's like, all right, let's speed up. Felt pretty good. Not usually one for catching any air, unless it's unintentional. When we do the motocross sections on the tracks and stuff, I usually take it very easy. I don't need to be breaking collarbones or anything like that because I was dumb. Big root here. And there's a giant bottleneck right here. I had a 50-50 chance of it being faster to just wait this mess out or to go around it. And I thought I can make it around it. I was wrong. I wasn't caught anywhere. I was just trying to not go running anybody over. But right here, I thought, oh, there's my opening. Well, there's barbed wire right there. So that's why everybody else that went that way was backing up and pulling straight out. Unfortunately, that meant everybody else in the log jam got out of there, and I was sitting there with a bike that was stalled out, and yeah, then the guy that I had just passed got back around me, and it's time to pass him all over again. I should have made the choice to get on the gas a little bit faster there, and I would have gotten around him, but oh well. We'll just sit back behind him and see what he does. Ah, the recluse bit me again. Ugh, it's hard to watch. At least I was able to get it fired again quickly. I thought for sure I had to go right there, but the arrows said straight, so here we go. Oh, look at that. The track does continue here. I hear that rut got really bad as the race went on. It was almost like there was no other way to get around there. Obviously, there's more track there, but it was just the way that you go into that corner. It was almost the only line through it, and yeah, as deep as I guess that rut got, no one that I know of got stuck in it, so that's good. Alright, I've caught this guy a couple times now and he's gotten away. Time to put a little bit of pressure on him, see if we can't get him out of the way. Oh, bad bounce. There's more trees. Alright, let's catch him again. Oh, not sure what he did there. Looked like he got caught on like a thick vine or something. Something threw him down to the ground, but he was okay, so keep going. This little section here was pretty cool. Kind of intimidating because that hill, I don't think the camera really shows how steep it is, and if you get your footing wrong, like if you get hung up in some of that deep sand there, you get your footing wrong, you could definitely end up in that water. So it was a little intimidating, but all in all, I think it was just pretty cool. Yeah, I think normally we would have ridden right through that section, but that water looked pretty deep today. I should not have followed this guy through here. I have no idea why I did. That was super, super deep sand. He was already hung up in it. I probably could have passed him if I'd have gone to the left of that tree. And the fast guys are coming through. Man, are they fast. You blink and they're gone. Battle Creek is coming up here this weekend. And Pony Down and I were talking. And I think we're both kind of on the same page as far as how we feel about it. Super, super excited. A little bit nervous. It's the first national race that we're going to attend, and it's a money race. So I'm anticipating a lot more people and a lot more fast guys. Hopefully they'll still be courteous enough to not run us slower guys over. There's Jimmy again in his shorts. He stalled that bike out, and Jeff's coming up behind me just a couple minutes behind, and he ended up pulling over and helping Jimmy get it refired. But yeah, not sure what Jimmy was struggling with there. But yeah, so there's going to be a lot of fast guys at the Battle Creek National, I think. And yeah, more than anything, I want to compete in it. I want to experience it, but I'm really just hoping that I walk away with a bike that's not broken and no broken bones. Um, the crash from this race cost me more than I wanted to spend. So I don't think I can. I don't think I can afford to do that a second time. This spot here was a little bit muddy. As much water as the course had on in some spots, there was no real standing water here, but boy, it was really thick and hard to get through. But once you got out of that, course opened back up into this field section up here, and oh, it was nice. Missed the trees that time. There was a giant stump sticking out of the ground right there, too. They're all over the place on this track. I'm not sure what kind of pace I was on right here, but the first lap, I think officially, was 27 minutes, and this section looked like I was, or to me, it looked like I was pushing a lot harder. So yeah, I definitely think that I was on pace for roughly a 5 lap race, which you know the last few races I've done, I've never gone more than 2 laps in a race. And the last one I did 2 laps in like 2 hours and 47 minutes or something ridiculous. So, to have gotten even 4 laps in on this track would have been really nice. And I guess, it's hard to say what would have happened, but all I know is that I definitely was riding better in this race than I ever have before, and it felt really good, and I was just so bummed that I didn't finish this race. I think that guy just passed me and then stopped there on that corner. And I'm pretty sure he's going to pass me again in about 10 feet. So I, I didn't realize it during the race, but I'm pretty sure looking at the camera that that was the same guy. Not sure why he stopped there, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that that was the same guy. Oh, I could hear some fast guys coming up behind me. I wanted to get around that corner so I could get out of their way safely, and I ended up washing out the front end. But gave me a quick second to check the temperature on the radiator. It was running like 155, so that was awesome on a hot, hot day. Running nice and cool, so the boys in water pump and the big core radiators are definitely working. There's the Widowmaker. Front fork, head pipe, brake lever, foot peg, clutch cover. All wiped out with one tree stump. Luckily, I was okay. Jumped right up. Everything was good. At this point, I tried to get the bike started. I couldn't even get it to turn over. I should have taken a closer look at it. I figured it was something with the transmission was screwed up. I was trying to figure out how to get it in neutral. I finally got it in neutral so I could push it out of the mud hole and out of the middle of the track. Once I did that, I was able to stand on the Kickstarter and I got it to start turning over. Still a lot of resistance. Once I did get it fired, it was making a really bad knocking noise. But I was also in the middle of the woods. I really wanted to get back to my trailer. So I rode out, realizing only once I got home that the clutch cover had a giant hole gashed in the bottom of it. The clutch basket was hitting the clutch cover and did luckily didn't do too much damage to the clutch itself. But the clutch cover was about a $200 item. I wasn't super excited about that. But, I did get it running, and I was able to baby it out of the woods. I'm going to save you the footage of trying to get out of the woods, because the front end was so jacked up that every time I turned left, the bike wanted to dive in, and it was a struggle just to keep it upright, let alone make any kind of a fast time. So, it was not a shining moment, but all in all, I got out of the woods safe. I was okay. Parts are parts. So hopefully you guys liked this video. Let me know if there's anything that I should change. Let me know. I'll try and keep it in mind. And yeah, hope to see everybody at Battle Creek on Sunday.